Hey there, I'm Sandy McAlpine. I'm a licensed realtor in North and South Carolina. I'm also a broker in charge in North and South Carolina. And today I'm going to talk about how I started my business in real estate. So, actually, I was already in real estate in some capacity. I worked for an attorney doing real estate closings, actually, a couple attorneys. And I also worked in lending in a different capacity than most consumers think. I worked in the background in a loan center and I worked for a couple different banks. And during my experience there, I got to process loans, fund loans, go over all of the documents necessary to obtain a mortgage loan. So that was a wealth of knowledge for me, but ultimately it led me down the path to taking the broker course, getting my license, and moving forward with that as a career. And it's not easy. It's starting your own business from scratch. And if you've never done it before, it can be really intimidating. And for me, I was in my late 20s. I had a great handle on the knowledge required to be a real estate agent. But again, as a new agent, I had no idea where I was going to find my first clients. And I did not think of myself as a salesperson. And so I decided that I would take some courses in marketing. And to do that effectively, I found out there were classes put on by the National Association of Realtors in order to understand where you can get business from and further educate yourself on being a realtor and servicing clients and doing the very best for your clients. So back then, those were called designations. They were courses where you obtain a designation. Those are the little letters after people's names. And I learned a lot. Back then, about 19 years ago, I had to go to another city, stay in a hotel, pay for the course, and do a 2-day course oftentimes, and learn all the material, take quizzes, take tests, and meet the instructors and meet other possible referral partner agents in the class. So I did a lot of that, and I learned so very fast about how to market myself, how to put myself in front of people. And in the early days, I would have to say, I hustled, you guys. I put out 500 flyers every weekend. I drove around in my car and put them into the flyer boxes. I did postcards. I joined the Home Builders Association. I joined several networking groups. I joined the chamber associations, actually joined 2 of them, went to all the ribbon cuttings. I started my own networking group with meetup.com. I spent at least 12 to 14 hours a day working my business. And the people at the First Remax I used to work at used to call me and this other lady the night shift, because we were repeatedly at the office from like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And so I want you to know that I put so many hours in, grueling hours in the very beginning, the first year or 2 of my real estate career, to really put myself out there and to meet people and to create relationships and to get my name and my picture and my branding in front of as many people as I could. That included buying leads from Google. That included doing so many events and being present with my name tag on, with my business cards, making sure that I got other business cards that as soon as I got back to the office that day or that night, I put all the business cards into my CRM. I started adding people. When social media became a thing, I started adding all of those people that were in my phone from networking in business. I put them all in my Facebook. I put them all in my LinkedIn. I started adding friends. I never capped out on the friends, but I think I'm pretty close to the 5,000 at this point. But my point is, you can use social media as a free way to get in touch and reach out to all of these people on these platforms, wherever they are. I started emailing them, drip campaigns. I did it all. So if you ask anyone that has limited experience, I probably have a little bit of experience or a lot of experience in a lot of different ways to market yourself in front of people. And remember, when I started real estate, I just moved to the area. I didn't know a soul. So I was a brand new agent. I didn't know anyone. I didn't have anyone in, I didn't even have a CRM. I didn't even have contacts in my phone. And I was able to hustle. I was a solo agent. I never joined a team in the beginning. Looking back, there weren't a lot of teams when I joined, but had there been one, I probably would have joined it just to roll a little faster and not to take so much of the expenses on myself. Not only did I crush it my first few years in real estate, but I ended up starting a team myself. I became a broker owner of a Remax, and I have a large team at this point. I am now teaching what I know, how I started business, what the things that I did 20 years ago are still relevant today. They still work today. So going back to the basics, teaching the basics of starting your real estate business is still true today that it was 20 years ago, believe it or not. So if you have any questions about real estate and how to get started in your business in real estate, please don't hesitate to reach out.